Hey guys, this is William with another video for Play-agricola.com's YouTube channel and twitch.tv/play_agricola. I'm playing an EIKWmFrG45 game with Donba32, Toolden, and Slim. This first pack is quite strong. We've got Field Watchman, Fencing Master, Reeve, Silo Girl, Dung Collector, Master Fencer. So Silo Girl, Master Fencer, excellent incentive to go for an early Stone House. Renaissance Man, way to get a ton of points. Fencing Master is excellent, especially when the occupation quality is high. But Field Watchman is simply exceptional. I think I gotta take that. Next up, this is actually kind of a hard one. I kind of like Cheapskate here. Field Watchman sometimes has difficulty getting minor improvements out in stage 1. So there's some cards that combo really well. Miners and Ox that combo really well with Field Watchman. So Cheapskate might let me play them together. On the other hand, Mendicant letting me get a loan of 2 food for later in the game is pretty good with Field Watchman. It helps accelerate your game faster. Under Gardener is a way of getting vegetables. I think I'll take Mendicant. Cheapskate is very dependent on what miners I see, but Mendicant will pretty much almost always be playable at least. It's not amazing, but it's something. Well, this is a pretty hard one. Pasteurization expert is good. Cattle breeder is good. Oh, excuse me. House steward is fine. Smuggler is fine. Turning my grain into stone can be interesting, especially for building like the stone oven. I think, though, with Field Watchman in hand already, the pick is Fiddler. Collecting from the Fiddler in rounds 2 and 4 should be pretty easy, considering that Field Watchman gives me good non-resource collecting actions. Oh man, there's some good stuff in here. Aramite, similar to Fiddler. They kind of anti-combo though, because if you collect the wood in the harvest, you don't get the wood from Fiddler. Prudent Merchant, especially if I want to go for the stone oven. Mountain Plowman actually comes a little too early for Field Watchman. You need a way of you want a way of eating them. So I think Treasure Hunter is the pick here. Although Treasure Hunter doesn't really go with Fiddler either. It can make the timing really awkward. I could take Mountain Plowman and hope to get like the 2-clay fireplace. But if I'm getting food from Fiddler, that's a little redundant. Fencing Master came back. Yeah, taking Fencing Master for sure. Which actually will slow down my whole game quite a bit. So I think probably Fencing Master means Field Watchman's not getting used that much in the early game. Dung Collector is great. Master Fencer I'm passing to the Stonehouse combo, but this should be fine. Okay. Oh, sorry. I'm getting apparently my email is bouncing back to everyone. My personal email, which is weird. I kind of want to see what's going on there. This pick with Treasure Hunter, Fencing Master, there's maybe a bit of a combo with Supervisor. Although the thing I don't like about Supervisor is you end up capping your point ceiling quite low. But I think it's the most playable of all of these cards. Wow. Pasteurization Expert is excellent. Does it work with what I'm going to try to do in this game? I think so. With Fencing Master, I should be able to fence reasonably well. Alright. Well, Dragonfly Pond is certainly something. It helps me get on the spaces that I want. Like if round 1 is Fiddler plus Dragonfly Pond, round 2 would be, or Fencing Master, and then something that would trigger the Fiddler maybe. Or I could just take Homework, play 2 occupations with Fencing Master, knowing that the Reeve is out there. I think that's the pick. The 2 read cost is pretty steep, but should be able to make it work. This is Bread Machine, no question. Bread Machine is just outstanding when you have a baking game. And with Field Watchman, I certainly have good incentive for going for a bake strategy. Okay, what do we have here? Turn Rest Plow is pretty good, but I don't think I want it. With Field Watchman, I want to plow. I want to be going on the plow and field space. Could maybe take Punter, but again with Field Watchman, I think those cards are lower in value. Which is Dance Ground not bad with Supervisor Reeve in game. Yeah, Supervisor, which is Dance Ground is definitely something. I think Homework was just a lot better, so that's why I went for that. I think this is maybe Mountain Cave. It's a food for a point, worst case. Turning the wood to a stone to build ovens can be kind of nice. Yeah, unfortunately the brewery is just so slow. Like you need to get to 11 grain to hit the bonus point. Plus the stone cost is pretty significant. Now we've got Farm Name Sign here. So this was Supervisor. There's kind of a lot of incentive here for us to fill up our farm very quickly. But Flower Pots is just an amazing card. So I think I'm taking Flower Pots. It's a really excellent card. So, do I wish I had taken Cheapskate here? Yeah, probably. Cheapskate to get an extra occupation for more fencing from Fencing Master. the food to play in a minor improvement like homework or flower pots would be really nice. Oh well, that happens. The one awkward thing about this game will be getting my resources. Like getting to read for homework with Fiddler is a little awkward. So it'd be nice, since I think I passed Read Collector, it would be nice if that meant that the the 2 read action would be low priority. That's what I'm hoping for. And then maybe I can even get it at 3 read. Well, I love Whistle. I think it's an excellent card. Bread Paddle is just too weak to be a card. It comes too late. Watermill is totally unplayable. It's just too expensive. Way too expensive. I like Whistle. I don't know if I have a great game for Whistle. I don't think I'm going to go for I don't think I'm going to have room to hold those sheep and eat them for a long time. Although with Pasteurization Expert, the passive Whistle income could be amazing. Alright, never mind, I changed my mind. Seems like a nice combo. This pick is Watering Cans is quite nice, and I'm actually amazed that it came around this late, but I think the pick is Bamboo. Between Bamboo and a potentially maxed Fencing Master, I would have to pay almost no wood for my own fences, which is exceptional. And then this pick is Boar Breeding. Boar Breeding once my Pasteurization Expert is out. So what I'm really seeing here is I think what I'm going to be able to do is set up a game where I play a bunch of occupations early and then I family growth late. Maybe. Like I could go for Supervisor as my first family growth, but theoretically, if I just push out all my occupations as hard as they can be pushed, and then Field Watchman as often as I can. Although, like, Flower Pots wants to be played early, Whistle wants to kind of be played early. I'm not sure. Probably not. Probably I should just see. We start in 4th, which is a little sad, but we could 3 wood into Whistle. That would be fine. Definitely Whistle over Mountain Cave. What do we have here? Writing Maniac for Slim. Oh, we get occupations. That works. I think we play Fiddler pays out wood. I think I take occupation here because then my second action can be day labor, 2 food and a wood, and I want a good amount of food in the early game here. Yeah, and then second action Fencing Master. So I'm playing the Fiddler, and then the Writing Maniac, of course, put a bunch of occupations out on different spaces. Yeah, what's going on with my email? It's super weird. I don't get it. I wonder if it's all. Alright, Toolden playing. Ladder. Oh, I mean, that makes it a little more likely. FF would. That makes it a little more likely that I get a nice read action. Alright. Well, there's 2 read here, which 2 read is nice, but I think I'm playing an occupation with my first move. Just because my second move will be not... no, you know what? I'll take 2 read, sure. And then I'll get 2 wood or 3 wood back, which would be fine. Slim plays occupation piece worker. And Toolden charcoal burner. Charcoal burner, quite a strong card. So we're grabbing. I could start player here, but I don't. Yeah, there's no need. Well, I could start player homework is the thing, and then homework would play fencing master and field watchman. But I think I want to save that for later occupations. We've got public forest here. I should try. I'm sending test emails to myself, seeing if they're bouncing. Alright, Slim plays the 2 clay fireplace. Not too surprising. With Writing Maniac, you definitely want a lot of food, and Peaceworker is making that even more that they want a lot of food, so. So I'm looking at something like occupation and 3 food here. Yeah. If the 3 wood if Toolden takes 3 wood, then I should definitely be looking at this being a fiddler round. Because taking 3 food and a wood will be better than taking 2 wood. Even though that second wood gets me to a room. Toolden plays House Steward. Wonder if he's gonna start player Reedstone Food. I think I Fencing Master here. Fencing Master 3 food seems to make sense to me. And already I'm regretting that I didn't do the opposite way, because of course Fiddler paid me 1 wood for playing it first, whereas Fencing Master would have paid me 2 wood for playing it first. Now, having said that, that wood is not usable for building a room. It's only good for fencing, so there is something to that. So we can either second action, start player, or 3 food. I think I prefer 3 food, even though I'm going last. I'm in a service queue for the to ask about my email. See what's going on. Then bread paddle for Slim. Okay. So definitely he wants something with passive. Definitely wants something with passive grain income, so that whenever he's playing his Raiding Maniac, he's paying for it with the grain. Now maybe his grain is just Peace Worker taking 2. That's possible. Because of course Peace Worker, you can buy an extra grain on that grain space. So 4 wood is our move, absolutely. 2 reed is also excellent, but 4 wood for now works. There's a chance 2 reed comes back, because Toolden just built and has ladders, so values reed a little lower. He also needs 1 food. Slim doesn't want reed, he needs food. So yeah, we're actually very likely to get 2 reed back. So then we can think about building 2 rooms at once instead of playing homework super early. It's an option. I don't know if that's the one. I don't know if that's what I want to go for, but it is an option, absolutely. We've got Toolden playing the fireplace himself to get his charcoal burner income. Doing this passes 6 wood to Damba, which is a little sad, but I think this is a great action for me, so it's worthwhile doing. Donba plays start player guest. Alright. Get 6 wood. Seems good. Slim plays Occupation Reeve. Makes a lot of sense with Raiding Maniac in hand. The bread paddle move is a little weird, but makes a lot of sense. So I wonder if we see him build a room here. asking if Donba wants to keep the 6 wood action, and he's going to say, yes, I do. Because I can also build a room. So he took the 6 wood knowing that he can lose out on the build room space. Also, we're getting towards the end of when flower pots can be played. So I wonder if I should 5 wood or 5 clay here. One of the nice things about flower pots, of course, is that it gets you a vegetable on the minor improvement space, but I mean, yeah, it would be really good to play it for that first sow with Field Watchman. It would let me sow a vegetable in place of a grain that I've gotten from a Field Watchman plow, so then I would be able to bake that grain without losing out on too much. So if I could get like 3 Field Watchman actions off. Do I like that enough to start player here, though, is kind of the question. Oh, I wouldn't start player, because that would hand Slim. Well, you know what? Toolden already gave Slim first growth. Yeah, that's kind of unusual. Wonder what Toolden's thinking here. Alright. No more notifications, please. Toolden playing Vegetable Vendor. I could homework here, but I think playing my flower pots is fine. So if I can go through the next round without collecting resources, that would be good. If I could fiddler. So maybe homework, Field Watchman, or else homework, build a room. Both of those would be nice. This is the earliest noble that we've ever seen. But, yeah, first picked noble, so then he second picked Silo Girl probably, and then got the Fencing Master with his 5th pick. So what I'll be interested to see is, did Donba pick up anything else? Like, did he pick up a way to actually build a room? Or is he just going to a stone house without growing conventionally? There's also a 4 wood action available. We'll see what Toolden does. I also need food. Yeah, this being a late family growth game makes the noble very happy to see. Toolden goes for the sheep. So if I take 4 wood, then I can double build and build a stable. How do I feed if I do this? I do have the mendicant, which lets me ignore feeding to a certain amount. Yeah, maybe this works. So 2 rubes in a stable. Get the read for homework later. So Dumpa, it did build. Huh. That's not what I was expecting. So we could read stone food with our second action maybe. Or 2 read. Do I like read stone food a bit better? 3 food is gone. So yeah, maybe I should read stone food. Read stone food is gone as well. Yeah, that should make my decision fairly easy. Although 3 wood. It's not like Donba can... Well, Donba hopefully will take the 3 wood. Yeah, because start player is already locked up. So hopefully we can activate Fiddler next round. But yeah, this is the worst Fiddler I've played in a while. Normally I play for it quite strongly, but in this game there have been lots of great resource actions coming around. Well, there's Silo Girl, Donba getting all his cards out nice and early. This is weird. I expected him to 6 wood. So Toolden is in a pretty excellent spot now. He can take 6 wood here, and I'm forced to build a room, because if I don't, Toolden can build. Well, would he build second action? He might. It's definitely possible. Alright, so Slim needs to take food with his second action. Here's Muddy Waters for Toolden. Well, I will definitely take 6 wood then. Yeah. Oh, man. I guess Donba start players have Toolden 6 woods. Yeah. That works out. So I don't have to take food with my second action because of Mendicant. I can do something else. Although I will need food in the future. So I should probably start doing actions that will push me towards getting food. This action has to be build rooms though. The only question is, how many rooms am I building? Am I building 3 rooms here? Yeah, I think I am, which is crazy. But I think I'm building 3 rooms. "3D, 1B, 2 food, 2U." Maybe that vegetable that I'm getting will just end up being 3 food if I build a cooking hearth. If boar come round 8, that might be a good option, because then I could go for either 2 boar or 2 sheep. I also have the boar breeding card. I also have pasteurization expert. I don't know. But yeah, this is pretty ridiculous. The ability to build 3 rooms in round 7. It's a lot of resources. Yeah, so this is definitely looking like I should be boar breeding here. We'll play Whistle. There's Kudzu, which is a card which fills up your farm. I wonder if he took it with Witch's Dance Ground, and then I'm playing Whistle, which is going to get me passive sheep income. So this is definitely a round to fire off the Fiddler. And it will be, assuming I get second action Cooking Hearth. I think these guys have been really undervaluing like Goodwood actions, which is really unusual. That's part of what has led to this situation. So we'll Cooking Hearth and get a wood and a food Fiddler. And now I can eat that one vegetable. Or I can take 3 sheep, or I can take 2 boar, and I can most definitely play boar breeding on family growth. Yeah, not mountain cave, definitely boar breeding. Donba has Witch's Dance Ground, not the Kudzu player. Huh. There are some cards that just like didn't quite make it into the same hand, where if they did it would be so strong. And there we go, Donba made it to his stone house. And now his noble gives him unblockable actions once per round, which is extremely strong. But in all likelihood what it means is I get to take 3 sheep or 2 boar. I get to take 6 food with my first action, which gets me out of, which saves me quite a bit actually on my feeding issues. So do I hold boar breeding? Oh no, never mind. Alright. Well, I'm going to give Donba the choice. He can 6 wood, then family growth. He can 6 wood, then family growth, or he can family growth to block me. Both are options. I'll just eat both of them right now. There's no point in keeping one of them. Sim plays Occupation Mountain Plowman. Good incentive to go for a fireplace. Yeah, seems to have played some okay cards, but just doesn't quite have the synergy that they need. Yeah, Donba's deciding how much does he want to mess with me. Whoa! Fishing instead of 6 wood. Wow. That is unexpected. Well, Slim's quite happy. Yeah, Donba saying can't risk begging. Huh. Wow, Slim passed. What is going on in this game? Wow. This is a weird one. Toolden gets 6 wood. Yikes. Yikes. So we will play boar breeding. I get a wood for Fiddler. And then I can feed 5 and get a sheep from Whistle. Yeah, so he does noble. Makes sense. And farm name sign with Witch's Dance Ground makes a lot of sense too. Witch's Dance Ground occupying 2 of your spaces easily. And farm name sign rewarding you for doing so. So it looks like Slim, probably Reno clay oven here, maybe Reno stone oven. Toolden plays cooking hearth upgrade. So probably just on major minor. Yeah, it gets a vegetable with it and a wood and a food, of course, with his charcoal burner. So it's kind of a race to the end of the game now. I'm in a great spot, being able to grow first in round 10 before anybody else does anything. Like even if Tolden builds a room with his last action, I still have action priority over him. So I will family growth, and I won't be able to play homework. I could maybe play an occupation and then bread machine. And then save homework for my family growth in round 11, ideally. I would need a lot of, I'll need a lot of food in round 11 because I'm going to go up to 9. I'm going to need to feed 9, plus if I pay 2 food for homework, that's 11 food there. It's a huge amount of food. 5 clay to renovate my house. No, these two don't really need clay anymore. I think we're taking 4 wood again. Just keep taking the great wood actions as they come to us. No real reason to do anything else. So 4 wood into 5 clay into family growth, maybe. I do have 5 food on my farm that I'm happy to eat. Like, I'm happy to eat my sheep here. Oh, Tomba takes the 5 clay right after I said he doesn't need clay. Maybe going for a clay oven. I guess he needs a way to feed. Yeah, makes sense. Clay oven with Silo Girl. And Slim takes clay as well. I see there are 5 clay to read, which shows the resources for building a clay room. So that's certainly something. I think I play an occupation here. I'll play pasteurization expert. Although playing field watchman would be nice, so that I can start using the field watchman space. Yeah, okay. Oh, I get another 2 food from my fencing, 2 wood from my fencing master. So my fencing master will be worth, if I get to 7 occupations, well, let's say 6 occupations. 6 occupations, and then what? 6 occupations, so I'll have another 3 wood from it. So that's 7 plus 5 from bamboo, 12. So I'll only need to pay for 3. So I have enough wood to start mountain caving is the other thing. I can definitely start using mountain cave to convert to get stone, because with a big house you always want to get to a stone house because you're getting extra value on those points. So I could mountain cave instead of homework next round. The point in favor of homework is I want to get treasure hunter out. I want to get treasure hunter and pasteurization expert out. So that's a pretty strong point in their favor. You know what? I actually don't need bread machine. Let's just do mountain cave here. Eat a sheep to pay. Sorry, I didn't really highlight any cards in that round. It was mostly occupations. Kind of thinking about my own game pretty heavily here. Donba plays cheapskate. Alright, what do they have? I'm start player again, which means I might get 6 wood passed to me again, which is crazy. So Master Fencer, which we expected, and then is also playing boar breeding for a food. No, +1 food. Boar breeding, the card I played earlier. Master Fencer being the important one. So yeah, I wonder, I would think someone should start player to grab 6 wood. Like Slim needs 6 wood. Toolden, who knows? I don't know what Toolden needs. But the nice thing is my treasure hunter can put out 2 reed, a couple clay, maybe 2 reed, 2 clay, 2 stone. Or 2 reed, 2 clay, and a stone. And then that would get all the reed I need to reno. The 2 clay would be to help me renovate to a clay house earlier. And then that's 1 stone plus 2 stone coming in from Mountain Cave should be enough. Should be enough. Oh man. So Prudent Merchant here for Toolden. So looking at Stone Oven Pottery, maybe possible he has the Mansion combo with Prudent Merchant. And then Dung Collector for Slim. Okay, doesn't have any way to hold animals or anything, so it doesn't look that good. Well, 6 wood is available, and I really want to take 6 wood, and I should take 6 wood, but there's a 2 cattle action here, which basically gives me all the food I need for this round with 1 move. So pretty sure I'm taking 8 food. What were my 3 actions last round? Could I have activated Fiddler? So I did Family Growth, I did Occupation, and what was my first move? Take wood. Took 4 wood, okay. Yeah, passing 6 wood is really painful, but I have all the wood I need. Like it's not good value for me anymore. Oh, Slim's growing ahead of me. That's fine. I'm actually totally fine with that. I miss that, but I think it's okay. It gives me another round to get my homework going. Although this means Pasteurization Expert doesn't come out before, which I did want to have happen. I could maybe 2 read into Start Player, although if this is Family Growth, I don't want Start Player. I only want Start Player if it's something better. if it's plow sow. I really want plow sow, but I don't care for the other action. Wow, this is weird. Normally start player would go really early here. I think I plow actually. I'll plow with my first move, and then second action grain, and then third action sow bake. I think that's fine. Pasteurization expert can come out in round 12. That's okay. I wouldn't mind 2 reed, but I think nobody else wants reed. So hopefully the 2 reed comes back. Yeah, because Toolden doesn't need it anymore. The only person who needs it is someone who's building the Basket Maker's Workshop. And the only person who wants to build the Basket Maker's Workshop is getting more, is someone who will get more than, they want more than 2 reed. You usually want 3 reed minimum so that you can convert with the Basket Maker's Workshop. You don't want to just do 2 reed, 2 stone to 2 points. You want 3 reed, 2 stone to 2 points, and 3 food or something. Slim went on 1 grain. That's fine. That's fine. I'm not too upset with that. I can still sow if I want to. My fiddler is still active, which is handy. I could take enough food to avoid having to eat cattle and start breeding cattle. Like, I could take wood and then fence. That's an option. And then treasure hunter kind of dies. But I think it's okay. Yeah, down by getting the start player space this late is pretty silly. That's been the kind of game that this has been. The actions are not being, let's say they're not being taken in the order that they normally would be taken in. I guess Slim is doing so bake here, but like I don't care. Not upset in the slightest. Yeah, the fencing is an option for sure here. The problem with fencing is that it means I can't. I actually don't have enough food to. Oh, you know what? I do if I eat that vegetable. I can breed cattle if I eat vegetable here. So should I do that? Yeah, breeding cattle seems like it will be good. So how would I fence? I would fence definitely tightly. Fence 10 like this. Pay 6. And 4 from my fencing master. And then I get a sheep from Whistle. I convert a wood to a stone and feed 3 food and a vegetable. Wood to stone. And Downbite got lucky. He did hit on his family growth. So I'll actually take three read with my first action. I'm fine with doing that. What? Damba, what are you doing? Noble, is it only other players? No. Noble you can use on your own. He could have double family growth there. What? Why would you not I don't understand why you would ever not double family growth in that position. That is a play. Just red noble. Did not know the fact that I could family growth on myself, yeah. Is Damba listening to me? Might be. Yeah, and this is why it's important to be like pretty correct with your moves, because now we have to undo everything. So Slim is now fixing his move. This is why screwing up your move screws up the game so badly, because Slim doesn't understand that he has to only do one action. And then he does a second action, and then we have to fix everything. It's like, come on, just do it right the first time. Come on, guys. Toolden does have Mansion. Wow, finally. Alright, this game is moving again. Okay, there's the Prudent Merchant Mansion combo with only 3 rooms, which is something. Family growth is still safe, so we will grab grain and a field, absolutely. Next action, homework, playing playing Treasure Hunter Pasteurization Expert, I think. Well, I don't have to worry about family growthing because it's still safe. So I could vegetable here, maybe. Yeah, vegetable seems fine. Alright, so here comes our homework play. Need a cattle to pay for it. And then we play Treasure Hunter. And we'll put out 1 reed. And 1 clay. Because clay looks like it'll be dicey to get to all the clay that we need. And then we get 1 wood on our Fencing Master. And then we'll play Pasteurization Expert. And get another thing on the Fencing Master. And then sheep, boar, sheep, and And this was a round where I did collect reed. Okay, so Fiddler does not activate. And wow, I was not expecting to get Plow Sow here, but I will absolutely take it. Field, sow, get a clay. Looks good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I probably want to play Mendicant here. If I play Mendicant, then it's very unlikely that Slim can beat me to 7. So that means that I should lock up the Reeve points if I play Mendicant here this round. Because in round 14 it's possible I get blocked out, and that would just be such a huge point swing that it would be like game losing. I might already have lost anyways, just because getting to stone seems like it's not happening. Yeah. I'm in a bit of a rough spot. Nice thing is, when I whistle, I collect 2 sheep for breeding, so that means I can eat a sheep here. I'm at 5, so I only need 4 more food, which is handy. Getting to all the stone I need will be dicey, though. That's for sure. There is 3 stone available. What should this move be? Should this move be a food action? This is like the best food action available for me, I think. And this is where keeping boar breeding would have been nice, because I could get a breeding pair of boar here, but sheep are fine, I guess. So I can eat three sheep, gets me 9 food. So if I want to play 2 food Mendicant here, then I need even more food. Which is bad. Bad position to be in. I can save Mendicant for the last round, depending on what Slim does. If Slim plays an occupation here, then I might get locked out of the reed space, or the Reeve points. Nope, Slim going for wood. Alright. Yeah, Slim also doesn't have the resources to reno. He's a couple actions away from that. So, yeah, Toolden definitely renovating around 14. So I should just hope to get to clay. If I get to clay, that's something. The stone, unfortunately, will not be used. I could maybe build the joinery. So I will convert 1 more wood to a stone, for sure. Unwanted goods here for Toolden. I could eat a vegetable, that's an option. Well, I don't have to eat unless I see some particular reason to. I guess I need to remember that. So let's just grab a grain in a field for now. That's a fine move. Yeah, this game just ended up being a little too slow. Just a little too slow. I needed to be able to get to a stone house, and the fact that I'm not is a bad sign, because Toolden's going to have a 12-point mansion here. Now he does have a ton of negative points, so that certainly is a drawback for the mansion. But he's got the house steward bonus. Yeah. Yeah, the fact that I'm not getting the house steward bonus is that hurts quite a bit. I could play start player bread machine here. Yeah, it's a point. Sure, why not? Guarantees my plow sow action in the last round for a ton of points. I don't need to play bamboo anymore because I only need two more fences for more points, which is a good position to be in. Slim plays Weaver. Okay, so the Reeve points are contested again. Donba might occupation first move. Don't think so, but it's possible. Certainly possible. Do I just do my fencing here? Or is it worth risking? I guess I like Reno Major better than I like Reno Fence. Although, what are the odds that Toolden actually Reno Fences? He probably Reno Majors. Because he has no wood on his farm. So that means I should major minor. But I don't have the resources to major minor, play a major here. So that means I could do something different. I think could just take vegetable. I'm gonna harvest 2 goods. I have a good here, so I have enough to sow. So yeah, I don't really need to do that. I think fencing is okay. Let's get the fencing done. I could unwanted goods play something to get a clay, but I have 2 4 clay actions available to me next round, so I think I should be able to get on them. So I feed 3 food and 3 sheep. Nope, I need to feed 10 food. That means I didn't count this stuff right, which is stupid me. I should have just taken a food instead of playing fencing. Dumb. I'll ask if they don't mind me taking veg instead of fence. So then I would have 2 food left over after doing that. Because I would get a sheep from Whistle. I think it should be fine. Nobody else has had an action. Okay, no one said anything, so I think it's fine. So we plow sow like that. Oh, wood to stone. I forgot about that. Yeah. So some of this game is really good, but it's just not quite worked out the way I needed it to. Yeah, Damba first action occupation. Did not expect that, but it's worth 3 points. So unless of course Slim responds by playing an occupation themselves. Now if Slim does that, then it's 3 points versus Donba, but not 3 points against Tulden or I. We'll see. I'll be pretty annoyed if they play an occupation here, but it's definitely possible that they do. Because like I will very obviously play an occupation if you leave it to me. And then you don't have to worry about losing the points to Tulden, because I'm pretty sure Tulden is in the lead at the moment with their big mansion. So that should lock up the Reeve points for me. So it's a big point move against Tulden. Oh, Domba eating a raw grain to pay for his animal dealer, and then Slim takes a boar, which is very sad. Yeah, I really screwed up not playing board breeding. I should have held it for my pasteurization expert, and I knew that that was going to be a thing. But honestly, I thought that it wouldn't be an issue because I could just take one boar at some point. But I haven't had time to do so at the end of the game here, which has been really unfortunate. Yeah. So my pasteurization expert has been basically nothing. My treasure hunter has been basically nothing. It's just been a really sad end of the game for me. So we'll grab 4 clay. It enables us to reno fence for 7 points. Do I 2-point joinery? Is it 2 points? It might not even be a 2-point move actually. It might be less than that. Tulden Reno. Yeah, so I could play joinery and then Reno to here. What I'm wondering is, does it make sense to do 3 and 1? Because if it makes sense to do 3 and 1, if I don't need something else. Well, I'm thinking about whistle. Maybe I eat all the rest of my sheep, eat 1 cattle. Yeah, that might be the way to play the rest of this game. In which case I should I get major minor joinery. Donba saying I had a sad field watchman some rounds ago and now my crops are good. Yep. Getting a couple plowsows in a row will do that. But it won't end up being enough. I'm not going to have enough points to win. Which is too bad. I'm going to have a very solid farm. But just a bit of efficiency on pasteurization expert will end up being the difference. Like it's going to be like a 4-point difference on animals, because it's the difference between me getting it's the difference between me getting onto the poor breeding going all the way around the table. That's funny. Oh man, I would love to play it, but I can't, unfortunately. 2 free fences. And then clay. Like so. 3H, 1A2 feed, whistle, H. So I go down like that, and then the cattle don't change. And then I get a point here from my bread maker. I get 3 points from the reeve. Unfortunately, oh, how? How does Dombo play estate manager? Oh, noble. Okay. So no 3 points there. Is that 3 points against me? I think don't you need 3 points against Toulden? Maybe you need points against me, but I'd be surprised if that was the case. Yeah, Toulden's got this one by a large margin. So that was kind of a weird move. Oh, he has the estate manager bonus. Oh, that's why. Unless he ends with 3 cattle. If he ends with only 3 cattle, then he doesn't. Actually, I have to double check estate manager, how that works. No player has more animals of any type. Okay, so we can have 3, and that's fine. 3 is enough. So I score whatever I score plus 1, which is 44. So yeah, that's pretty sad considering the power of my cards and considering the amount of synergy that I think I had. I think I just missed out on maybe needed to grow when Slim grew, and I don't know, this is a weird game because like it seemed like wood was being incredibly undervalued, and you can see, like, look at Slim, obviously he undervalued wood, and Toulden ended up with the win, so you can't say that he undervalued wood, but it certainly looks like he did. It's a weird one. Yeah. So no points from Witch's Dance Ground. So +6, +9. So ended up at 46. So second, but not second enough. Yeah, Slim only had 29. Yeah. Well, very nice Prudent Merchant Mansion combo. It's an incredibly powerful combo. Getting to 6 rooms. This is an ugly farm. The super ugly farm, which is funny. Yeah. I said I needed to get to stone, and I didn't get to stone. That's another 5 points. between the 5 points for Stonehouse and then also that I'm very close to getting Reeve and House Steward. Like the fact that he was able to get to the 6th room is pretty crazy. I thought when I did 5 that I'd be fine, but for the House Steward bonus, but apparently not, which is something else. The other thing is, yeah, I'm missing a bunch of points on animals. Like I should definitely have 3 points for cattle. I should definitely have at least 3 more points in the boar category. Sheep, ending at 1 sheep is fine, not the biggest deal, but yeah, I should have at least 4 points, more points from animals, 3 from boar and 1 from cattle. So that's my 3 points plus my 5 from my stone room, and then I'm very close to. Yeah, I'm very close to getting the 2 3-point bonuses that were out there. Anyways, that's going to be all from me for today. Thank you very much for watching this little video. I need to go find out what's going on with my technical issues. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll probably stream tomorrow. So look for me tomorrow, similar time in the afternoon. Yeah, thanks.